Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. Checking in with our guest, Ronnie Rage, man. How you feeling today?
Yo, I'm good, bro. How you feeling?
All good, man. Appreciate you for coming out, man. Now, I just want to say shout out to your manager, Jose, for putting all this together. That, you know, he work efficient, you know.
He be working on my life. He be
you,
calling me 4 times a day. Like.
For sure. That's how it's supposed to be, though. Now, I want to start off straight off with the Rage part of your name. I think it's Rise Above Generic Expectations, right? How you come up with that?
Shit. Well, I came up with the Rage like just on some drunk shit, and then like I thought of the Rise Above after. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it was just something like when I started making music, it was just a weird time for music, you know, like niggas wasn't really going crazy, like it wasn't no, you know, standard set. I felt like it was like niggas was just making music just to make music. So I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna rise above the generic expectation. But then it became just like a motto for like life in general type shit.
Oh, okay. So at first it started with the like the scene that was presented, like then you like I got my own style to this, you know.
You feel me? Like I ain't feel like I was better than nobody. I just felt like I needed to. Everybody thinking music is this right now. I kind of wanted to just take that shit up another notch type shit.
Do you find yourself explaining that to people a lot, like your name?
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't know that it was an acronym. I just think you was Ronnie Rage.
And I did it like that too because it's like Ronnie Rage kind of sound cool, like just by itself type shit, you know. But then I don't know, like it's kind of basic. Like everybody be saying Rage this, Rage that now, so I'd be kind of. I'm glad I did. Yeah, I'm glad I did. You know, add a little extra meaning to it, like personal to me, because everybody say Rage now. So
Rage remind me of just like a wild ass concert where something finna get smashed in that bitch. I fuck around stage dive. You ever stage dive before?
No, not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Not yet.
You trying to do that?
Hell no.
I'd be scared, man. You jump in this crowd. You don't know none of these people. They can either catch you or not catch you. They can fuck around, rob you. You know what I'm saying?
All type of shit. Nigga, they stole the diamond off Uzi forehead.
Man.
The fuck you talking about? Ain't nobody say
Uzi, wow. How you dive in a crowd with a diamond?
With a diamond on your head.
I always thought it was cap, but I guess it was real.
Nah, that was real.
He's supposed to get it back, though. Let him
Gucci headband on performing or some shit.
So how long you been making music?
I've been making music. Shit, I started in 2014. Was the first time I went to the studio. That shit was garbage. I don't know. It took me a couple years to like really figure it out, but 2014 was like the first like year as like recording artist type shit. But I played the trumpet before that when I was a shorty. Let's
talk about you playing the trumpet, bro.
Yeah, I was cold.
What got you into playing the trumpet? It was like you was in music class and you just the teacher assigned that to you.
I ain't gonna lie. I had moved to this new school, right? So I used to like switch schools all the time and shit. So I went to this new school one year, and I just remember the year before that seeing all the kids with they instruments and shit on the bus, and I'm like, damn, like what they be doing, like you know what I'm saying? So when I got to the new school, I was like, I don't know nobody, so I could just go for this shit. It don't even matter, type shit.
Yeah.
And I told them niggas I was trying to play percussion, and they was like, well, you can't really play percussion. And I was like, all right, what else can I play? It was either play the cello, the double bass, or the trumpet. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to be carrying no big ass double bass on the bus. So the trumpet shit, it kind of was the only option at that point.
Did you ever want to take it to like the HBCUs with it? Because the band a real thing out there, bro.
It is. See, my scope wasn't even that far. Like, because I was more focused on like sports and shit. So the music shit, it was kind of like, I'm going to just do it, you feel me? But at the time, I ain't even think of the bigger picture like that. But I was fucking with like drumline and shit that had my mind on that shit, but I wasn't really like thinking about that.
So what sports you was into back then?
Shit, I was playing football heavy. I come from a basketball family, so basketball I had to play. Like, I was asked, but I played. And then I ran track.
Yeah.
I played everything. I played volleyball at one point too.
Volleyball, yeah. Volleyball was low key busting in junior high. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit fun.
Volleyball harder than people think.
Man, bro, you gotta rely on your team for real for that, bro. Like.
For real. No weak links. Gee, y'all be getting y'all ass rolling on.
That bump, what's it called? Bump, set, spike. If you got that shit down packed, the other team can't do shit.
Yeah. Like, I fuck with serving. Like when you serve the ball, smacking the fuck out that ball.
So it seemed like when you was a kid, you was extremely active. Like you was always doing something.
Always, bro. I was always doing something.
How do you think that helped you like as an adult right now?
Yeah, I would say I even be thinking about that sometimes too. Like, you ever had something like a coach like said some shit to you, or like it was like a certain moment where you feel me, things ain't go your way or something like that? Like, I be thinking about that shit all the time, and it's like, well, this ain't happened, but then in the bigger picture, it made sense. So like, I always relate like life experiences and shit. I always go back to sports for some reason, like discipline, structure, fucking everything, competitiveness, everything.
Especially football. Football taught me so much shit, bro. I be feeling like football was the reason why motherfuckers never gave up on certain shit, you know? Because it be times you would be at conditioning. You got to do that shit like 6 inches off the ground with your feet.
The leg lift.
Make your ass want to throw up and quit, bro. Like, for real.
All type of shit,
that
boy.
Shit, but sports do teach structure. But what's one thing that you think just being a young artist taught you, like, as far as, like, just progressing with music and just progressing with life?
Shit. Honestly, music, it do the same shit sports do for me, like, mentally, yeah. I would say, I mean, the biggest takeaway from it was that, like, just be yourself type shit. I know it sounds cliche, but, like, literally, like, being yourself and, like, doing what you want to do and making yourself happy and shit like that. Because, like, as an artist, you know, you always thinking about this and thinking about that and all of that. But, like, the foundational thought is always, like, nigga, like, I'm me at the end of the day, you know? So I carry that with me in life, like, through corporate. I done had corporate jobs, warehouse jobs, all type of shit. But it's like, you know, I wouldn't have that confidence to just be expressing myself or go for something like that because, I don't think I could do that. But, like, music kind of taught me, nigga, you could do anything. Like, just do what you want.
Real talk.
Do you find yourself, like, making music for yourself or making music for, like, your listeners?
It's an even mix of both. Like, I would say primarily I do it for myself. Like, it'd be like therapy for me, like, type shit. Like, everything I be saying in a song, like, I really be thinking, feeling that shit, you feel me? Sure. But then, like, Born Outside, like, y'all heard the Born Outside doing too much and all of that, you know, turn up shit, like, that was like a conscious, like, all right, that's what niggas listening to, so I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I feel like you dropped that, because I remember the first time I got in tune with you was like 3 weeks before that Lyrical Lemonade event. Shout out Lyrical Lemonade, and that's why I actually met you in person doing a quick segment. But then, like, I think either like a day or a couple days after that event, that's when the EP dropped. And I ain't gonna lie, to me, music is like a matter of setting. So coming from like a festival like that, and you dropping that kind of made it an easier listen, you know. And I already heard a couple singles off of the EP, you know. So with Born Outside EP, what's your standout track on that?
Shit. To me, personally, I think Stay Up, the hardest one on there.
For sure.
I think that's the hardest one on there. I ain't gonna lie. And that's why I put it first. Because I'm like, the energy that bitch just come in. And that beat, I made that beat with this dude named Dinox. Y'all know Internet Money?
Internet Money, I heard it.
Yeah, they be making all of the biggest songs and like that Lemonade with Don Toliver, Lil Uzi.
Yeah, and Nav on that.
Yeah, all of that shit. They be putting together, like, basically it's like a group of producers that started on like YouTube and shit, and these niggas just turned that shit to like a super label. And he wanted they literally just brought this nigga onto the team.
Oh, yeah.
He got one with Trippie and Drake.
Oh, yeah, that's dope on Trippie out, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, I don't know, I was real excited about that beat because we made that bitch on Discord. And then when I recorded, I'm like, gee, this shit hard. Like, and that's when I started making the whole rest of the tape. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what's up.
How do it feel to have fans? You feel me? People just hop in your inbox and say this music touched them this way or this their favorite song. Like, how do that feel?
Honestly, it's a great feeling. Like, when you get like a positive, like genuine interaction, it's a great feeling. Like, it's like, because that's why you do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't give a fuck about, you know, people who just be fucking with me just to fuck with me. Like, I like the people like that actually be like, bro, like, this part of my day, you feel me? Like, this shit, when I feel like this, I go listen to this. And they be showing me. They be sending me the videos and all that shit. You know, but then you got a bunch of motherfuckers who just be like, they seen their friend post you and shit. They be like, "Oh, gee, you hard." Like, hey, thanks, bro.
For sure. You can you decipher through that quickly?
I think so for the most part. I mean, but it'd be hard though because some people just express themselves different. Like, some people don't be having that social skill to, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might mean well, but what they saying ain't matching what they mean. You know what I'm saying?
I know
like,
exactly what you mean.
So I don't know. I'll be cool with everybody. I don't never be on no bullshit.
For sure. And I feel like you got a real diverse fan base and people who tap into you and what they drawn towards you for, you know? So
yeah.
I feel like you can connect with all type of people, you know?
Yeah, and that's I'm glad you brought that up because that's like a big part of my shit, like, because I'm from Maywood, you feel me? I'm from Maywood and like out south and shit, grew up like all in the city, and then I moved to the suburbs. So like when I moved to the suburbs, like what I would notice was other people who would come to the suburbs like later, like, you know, like middle school, high school and shit, I would see them and they would be like struggling to like get into the crowd. You know, they don't really fuck with this and fuck with that and shit like that. So I think like growing up, I always felt like I was like the bridge of that gap from like niggas who live like this, niggas who live like that, you know, from any color, any race, whatever. So I don't know, like diversity was just, that shit always been important to me.
For sure. I feel like I can relate to that a lot by moving. You know, I moved so many times through middle school. You know, it's been lower middle class, lower class, upper middle, all type of stuff.
You know,
but just like carrying that, do you think that make your music making process a little easier? You like, all right, I'm gonna drop this, and I know such and such gonna rock with it. You know,
I be thinking I be knowing who gonna fuck with it. Like before I drop it, like, I'll be like, yeah, these motherfuckers. And then sometimes I drop it and the shit it be, you know what I'm saying? Like I drop like some slow like R&B type, you know, some freak shit or some shit. It'd be hood niggas like, hey, G, this shit hard. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, you know, I never know, you know. So I like that though because it really just showed like it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like everybody listen to everything. Some people gonna fuck with it, some people ain't, you know, but it be surprising me sometimes. I be wrong. My predictions be wrong.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. Checking back in with Ronnie Reds. Now, Now, I want to get to the videos that you be putting out, man. Like first of all, Maze running video was crazy, bro. Like, what that was on the drone?
Yeah.
That was crazy. How it was like I don't know. Instantly like the drone was coming past you. And it was coming like back towards you. You know, like
dude be going crazy.
Yeah, that was nuts, bro.
This dude, AJ Media, Austin, bro. He got this. It's called the FPV, first person view drone. So that nigga be like big goggles on, like he in the virtual reality shit, and he almost hit me with that bitch one time. You seen the Remember Me video? Gee, he had came through this thing, and that motherfucker came down. He almost took my head. They go like 80 miles per hour, bro.
That shit would have hurt it,
man. Hurt, nigga. I would have died.
That's all I was thinking when I see the maze run. I'm like, this drone is working. Like,
yeah,
for real. That's dope, though.
Yeah, he be going crazy. The whole team, Sam, Dylan, them niggas, they go crazy together.
I was talking with a marketer the other day, and she laid something on me. She was like, people will scream your song all day, but once you drop the visual to it, it's like the end of the song. You feel me? Because they can't visualize whatever the song about. You already paint that visual. Do you feel like that?
We was just talking about that because
that's a good perspective.
I put a lot of pressure on myself visually. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, you got to go crazy with that shit. But I was also saying like, yeah, sometimes with the rollout. Because traditionally, I'll drop the video and the song at the same time. Like, if I am going to go that crazy with it. But now, I'm, like, transitioning more into, like, let me drop the song, drop some content around the song, and then, you feel me, eventually lead up to the video. Or just let the song tell you if it need a video or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of my biggest songs, well, we did end up making a video to it, but I took it down on YouTube. But, yeah, that bitch went crazy, like, with no video. No video at all. So, I was like, the video didn't really match the song.
When she told me that, I didn't even put two and two together because I'm not really big on even like I'll watch your visual once, you know what I'm saying, but I ain't on YouTube for like music videos, you know. I'm on YouTube for other things, so I scream your song more than I'll actually watch your visual. So when she said that, I was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, because then you got little kids that they only want to watch your visual, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a catch-22. It's like, man, you gotta find that even kill place, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, it's definitely like easier to consume just the audio, you know what I'm saying? That shit on 10 different apps, you know what I'm saying, versus a YouTube video. I mean, shit, unless you see the shit on Twitter or Instagram, I think that's where the most value, like on the social media, because I mean, niggas stream on YouTube, but they gonna watch the little 30 seconds and be, oh, this shit hard, share that. And now other niggas listening to the audio, so they go hand in hand, I feel like.
Yeah, I fuck with the screaming because I could still do shit on my phone while I'm screaming. If I'm watching your visual, I just got to sit and watch your visual.
Right,
you know
like that's a commitment. Right?
For sure. I feel like, and like nowadays, like Jay said, the balance is important. You know, like if you're gonna be visual, if you're gonna be like a visual artist, you got to execute that perfectly and just find your niche wherever it fits. You know, and I feel like certain you know, certain videos and certain songs like go hand in hand. You know, especially like that's why so many people stream like an NBA YoungBoy video all day. Like if you find a real NBA YoungBoy fan, they watching his videos just on shuffle.
On my
like,
life.
They
on
don't
the
really
Xbox,
care.
YouTube, like all day, letting that bitch play. Get ready
No.
in the morning.
No, for real though, for real. But what's your favorite way of finding balance in like your artistry? Whether it's like, I'm finna drop this song and I'm finna play this at a concert. I'm finna drop this song, put a dope visual behind it. Like, what's your niche?
I definitely like. I think of the performance first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because if I don't know, when you make a song, it's some songs that I don't even be feeling right performing sometimes, but it might be raw, and it might be something that, you know, it might hit in its own way, but it don't hit on the performance or it don't hit on the video. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Everything is different for me. Every song is a new song. I don't go into it with no predetermined nothing. I literally freestyle the whole shit every time. So I don't really be thinking about it until after the fact. And then
What's a song that you, when you dropped it, or not even when you dropped it, that you got in your library that like, I can't wait to hit this in front of a crowd? Like, what song that you want to get the biggest reaction out of people?
shit that's out right now. Damn. Shit, I don't know. Shit, I got a lot of songs. I don't know. I like that upbeat shit. Like El Presidente go crazy live. That shit go crazy live. Racer go crazy live. I got this one song called Before I Leave that I dropped a couple years ago. My homie Cloud. I always perform that song because it's just like, just rage. Like it's like the definition of rage. So when I perform, I try to encapsulate that shit for real. But everything else, I be chilling. Yeah.
Outside of Chicago, like what's some of the other cities that's rocking with you?
Shit, motherfuckers in LA. It's some overseas countries, low key. Brazil, Russia. Them niggas be going crazy in Russia. But yeah, like Atlanta, it's a few streams. Florida and Tampa, they going crazy. Yeah, shit just be sprinkled out. Iowa City, because I went to school in Iowa for a little bit. They still on the top listeners. Yeah, it's really sprinkled out.
I was finna say, boy, that's a lot of names. You feel a lot of cities you touching.
Yeah.
Do you ever try to like interact with fans from those places specifically?
Hell yeah. And too, like when I be going to them places too, like I be chilling. Like motherfucker, like I could have never met you, but I follow you on the gram. Like I be who in the city, you feel me? Go out to eat, you know what I'm saying? Go do some shit with somebody. Like I definitely be tapped in with everybody that hit me up on IG.
Could you see yourself, like, when you become a bigger artist, could you still see yourself doing those things? Because I think genuine interactions like that is going to take you way farther than, you know what I'm saying, just being on social media with it. You got a fan and you tell them what y'all own, come pull up, let's eat dinner, bro. That's different, bro.
Yeah, I be kicking the G. I swear to God, like they're going to bring me some weed, all type of shit. But when I get bigger, like, that is going to be a crazy adjustment because, like, everything to me right now is so intimate. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, I recognize the follower. Like, you know, they tapping in, they supporting this, and I see them. I'm like, damn, I'm used to seeing these names and shit. But once it's to the point where it's, like, fucking 10,000 names, 20,000 names popping up, I'm going to be like, damn, where the OG ones at? So it is going to be, like, a weird transition. But we'll see. I mean, it depends on the person, I guess. Niggas be weird.
For sure. Now, when we bumped at the Lyrical Lemonade event, you say next year you aiming to be on that. Now, what's the route you really want to take to get to that? Like how can you build steam up to make sure you on that stage next?
Man, I would say for the most part, just keep dropping fast shit, keep doing shows, and let motherfuckers know like I really can perform. Like it ain't just like I'm just saying this shit because this is where I want to be type shit.
For
like
sure.
I really value me and my homie Shigo Turbo. Like performance is everything, so I love performance. So if I just keep proving to motherfuckers and get support from the crowd, whether I make it to Summer Smash or not, I still want to be able to headline the show and have motherfuckers come pull up. You know what I'm saying? Sell out some shit. So
For sure.
yeah, I think just convincing people through live performance and the whole just brand delivery in general.
For sure, that's dope, man.
You know, because they looking for niggas, you know, who got a little something going behind them. They ain't, you know, really
Exactly.
just giving little niggas a chance like that.
I feel it.
Do you feel like Chicago can nurture a scene like that? Because I know we got little venues that throw the same shows every week, you know what I'm saying? They have the same people coming out. So do you feel like Chicago can grow beyond that and actually have artists like you that want to jump into the stage? Jump into the crowd if possible.
I think it's a lot of room for improvement on that end. Gee, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I love Chicago. I ain't even gonna say shit about nobody specifically. I don't know. This shit, I just think we can all do better as a community. And when I say that, I mean, like, really just getting more creative with the shit. Like, it's a lot, like you say, it's the same show every week. Be the same niggas on the lineup, same venue, same drinks they serve. It'd be the same shit, ain't no theme to it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, me and my team, like, we really, like, trying to get together our own shit. That way we could deliver an aesthetic and an experience, you know what I'm saying, and control that shit from front to back. And then once we do that, I mean, whether the rest of the city want to follow suit and get on that, you know, I mean, that's on them. But I think we got to take the initiative. You know, we are independent. The city not really, you know, giving gifts to nobody. So
no, that's real though. Now, when you got a lineup out and when you on a show, like, do you like people that's like giving like the vibe that you swinging off of? Like, say if you got a rapper who talk about the streets, you got a rapper, a singer, R&B singer, then you got the music that you put out, or do you just like motherfucker that's gonna just turn up completely across the bill?
Really, I don't give a fuck what you do, as long as that shit, because I like watching the performance too. Like, I'm a fan too, so I'll be like, man, you wow me. I don't care what the fuck you talking about, but yeah, as long as you got a good performance, it don't matter to me. But it also depends on the crowd too, because if I don't want to be the only one that's making this type of stuff or like that. So if you got a couple, you know, hard little R&B, this and that, and it's like an even crowd mix, you know. But if it's just like one type of crowd, what the fuck I'm here for?
Exactly.
And this bitch singing jazz.
Yeah, that's that's what I'm saying.
All right, now we spoke on Maze Runner a little bit as far as the visual. Go ahead and explain this record to us so I could play it for the people.
Yeah, Maze Runner, man. I wrote that about a year ago. You feel me? I was in a little situationship. Shit was going that way. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Basically, exactly what I was saying on the song is exactly how I felt. Like, shit just was the same old shit, new motherfucker. You know, and then how I turned into, you know, doing all my little shit to deal with that, and that's what that song was.
Yo, it's your boy Biko. Make sure you head over to the Apple Store and Google Play Store and download the iLLANOiZE app right now. From there, you'll be able to stream iLLANOiZE Radio live every Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m., as well as stream podcasts, watch interviews, check out the latest news, and so much more. So head over there to your App Store and download the iLLANOiZE app.
Ill Sound Radio, we back in the building.
Yes, sir. Check it in with Ronnie Rage. Now,
Rage.
Man, we had talked about the Maze Runner single and just singles and all, just everything that combined up to where you are today. Now, moving forward, do you got any plans of like an album, like a full-length album?
Yeah, man. I got so much fucking music. I got like a folder on Dropbox with like 150 unreleased songs on that bitch. Like, so I'm trying to piece together the album. I'm probably gonna record that shit from scratch. I don't know. Every few months, I feel like I get way better. So like, trash the current project I'm on. Like, damn, I'm on this now. And then those be turning into the singles. So I just got hella shit, hella content, you know. But definitely gonna try to drop a full length, like at least 11, 12 songs next year sometime.
When you got that many songs, how do you decide what song you gonna actually drop and when? Because it's like, do you go through, is it on, like, it's Tuesday, fuck it, I'm finna listen to all these songs and just find one, or you make a list, you got notes in your phone, like, oh yeah, this above this one type shit?
Nah, for real, literally that. Like, we got, this is my manager, so we be going through this shit, G. We be fighting, it's three of us, and we be trying to figure all this shit out. But, yeah, I got like my priority songs where I'm like, yeah, this one definitely gonna be on all platforms, probably gonna have a video. Then I got some where I'm like, damn, this a project song, so this one don't even enter that rally right there. Like, this shit all the way over here. And then I got some where it's like, all right, experimentation shit. Like, I might drop it one day, might not. But then I got like a whole middle category, was like, I just drop it on SoundCloud, or I might be inspired by that bitch one day later, 2 years from now, and might drop a video with it. Like, a lot of my shit that I be dropping be old, bro. Like, I be having that shit for a year, 2 years before I be dropping shit.
You know, it's old to you, but it's new to all the listeners. Like, do you ever go back to like old music that you have released? You know what I'm saying? It could be 2, 3, 4 years old. It may be somewhere on SoundCloud. You feel me? It may have 5 plays, but you can re-release that song today and it'll be something special. You know what I'm saying? Do you ever go back and do something like that? Sometimes,
yeah. Like, we be thinking about that shit too. Like, when it comes to like labels and shit, like, we like, bro, we got a whole catalog. Like, we have a multitude of music. They can go back to some shit that I dropped I feel like anything after 2018 is a go. It's a few before, but like mostly anything after 2018 crazy. And then like I got songs in my folder from fucking 2016, 2017. Like it's just a lot, you know. I'm trying to get some bread for that shit, for real. Like,
could you see yourself dropping like one new single every week or something like that, or are you really into like pushing records?
We definitely considered it. I think my thing with the whole dropping, I mean, it depends. Like, you just drop it on SoundCloud, it is what it is. You know, everybody on SoundCloud anyway. It's like damn near IG for music. But like, when it comes to like the impact, I like to like have impact when I drop. Like, I don't like to just like have people go tone deaf to me. Like, cause you just see this nigga all the time. He posting this nigga always pushing some music, this and that. Like, so I try to be a person in between the releases and like really connect with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say we go to a party, right? And you meet 20 people. And then after the fact, you start getting acquainted with motherfucker, you build a relationship. And that's how I feel like I'll be like thinking of it in my head. So then when I drop, it'd be people that found me in between the release. And then I drop, they'd be like, bro, like, damn, okay. Like, so I like that impact. But, I mean, I could drop a song every week. We thought about it, but I couldn't commit to it. I don't know why.
So you be trying to basically just connect, you know, because that's a smart strategy, you know. Like, a lot of people won't see, like, say if, like you just said, we go to a concert and meet 20 people, that's 20 more people you can use. Now, that's 20 more engagement. That's 20 more people who can potentially tell shit, 20 more people.
Right.
So, shit.
And you don't want them to follow you, and then the next day, all you posting song, music. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like to engage motherfuckers on a personal level, you know, show my whole little life that I be doing and shit, aside from music.
All right, now before we get out of here, tell people how they can engage with you more, you feel me, and find everything that you got going on.
Yeah, shit. I'm Ronnie X Rage on all social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you use, Ronnie X Rage, or RonnieXRage.com is my central website. But yeah, shit, I'm everywhere. Check me out, YouTube, Ronnie Rage. We got a lot of shit coming this year.
All right, Jimmy, talk to the people real quick.
Yes, sir. Shout out Ronnie Rage, man, for coming through, bro. It's been a good interview, man. I feel like you gave great insight. You know, you just good tips on just shit, how to just be yourself in this shit, you know, and shoot, rise above generic expectations. I hope listeners took a note of that, and man, make sure y'all get in tune with everybody. I mean, not everybody, everything he got going on. And shoot, hey, follow Ill Sound Radio, ILL Sound Radio, Instagram. Follow iLLANOiZE Radio, Twitter, Instagram. Download that app, y'all already know. Streaming music 24/7. And Jay, what you got to say?
Download that iLLANOiZE app. Submit music. When I just seen you out there, I'm like, man, I know I met him before. I just don't know where. Like, I remember a face before I remember a name. You feel me? Then Jimmy was like the Lyrical Lemonade thing. So it's crazy how, you know, you and Jimmy met online, then we seen you in person, we gave you a quick interview, now you up here, you know what I'm saying? It's amazing just how things work, you know what I'm saying? Now, as far as your music go, bro, it seemed like you got the right game plan and you got the right mindset for this shit. A lot of people be all over the place with the music. They don't know where they want to go with it. They don't even understand what they trying to do with it. They just making music. You know what I'm
just
saying?
To do it type shit.
But you seem like you got a clear sight with this shit, bro. So just keep going crazy, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Sky the limit on my baby.
On my life. Hey, I appreciate y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been fucking with iLLANOiZE since, you feel me? This shit been an OG platform to me. So
that's what's up.
This is like, to me, like 16-year-old me looking at this shit like, damn, this nigga finna blow up.
Hey,
you know,
that's love right there, shit. That's love right there.
You feel me? But nah, I've been fucking with what y'all doing, bro. So I appreciate that for real.
Appreciate you appreciating the movement, bro. On my baby.